Hello everybody, I'm Thomas. Welcome back to the fourth video of this series in which I'll be playing Arkham Horror, the living card game, and where I'll be playing through the Dunwich Legacy campaign. Today, I continue with the Essex County Express campaign. I have everything set up here, and I will quickly note that though I did have some XP from last scenario, I didn't spend any of it. I'm going to try to wait to get a little bit more to try to get some really cool stuff. So let's go ahead and read the intro text here. And there's a bit of it, so... Recent events in the museum have forced you to re-evaluate Armitage's tale about Dunwich. It cannot be a coincidence. Wilbert Whatley, the Necronomicon, the creature from Dunwich, and the people and creatures who attacked here in Arkham. Everything must be connected. You're certain now where you must head. The lonely and dismal town of Dunwich Village. You consider telling the Massachusetts State Police what you know, but the negative consequences outweigh the potential gain. Given the nature of your story, they would likely write your stories off as an absurd hoax. Worse, they could lock you up. After all, you were present in an illegal speakeasy, and you also trespassed in a museum. Instead, you decide to head to Dunwich yourself in order to investigate further. You pack everything you think you need and manage to get some rest for the night. In the morning, you head to the train station in Northside and purchase a last-minute express ticket. Dunwich is several hours by train northwest along the Miskatonic River Valley. There is no train station in Dunwich, but you manage to phone one of Armitage's acquaintances in the small village, a man by the name of Zebulon Whatley, who was present during the events several months ago. Armitage's notes indicate that Whatley family is spread across many branches, some decadent and unscrupulous, others undecayed or otherwise untouched by nefarious and diabolical rites. According to Armitage, Zebulon's branch of the family lay somewhere between decayed and undecayed Whatleys, who knew of the tradition of his ancestors, but was not corrupted by them. He agrees to pick you up at the closest station and drive you into town. As the train departs from Arkham, you feel the events of the previous nights catching up to you, and exhaustion sets in. But before you could safely reach your destination, the train car suddenly rumbles and shakes, startling you out of your reverie. The train loudly skids to a violent halt, and you hear a rattling noise behind you. There was all this setup stuff I had to do. I had to add a new chaos token in the bag. All of that is done. You can see here, we have a pretty cool setup of the train. So we got the engine car, and then all of the train cars. And essentially, they're all connected left to right, so I can basically just move down the train car. I'm starting in this farthest car here. So, Agenda 1 is called A Tear in Reality, and it reads, as the train to Dunwich comes to a jarring stop, you look out the window behind you and see an immense tear in the sky, like a rip in a piece of cloth. Several of the rearmost cars are pulled backwards, and there's a dreadful metallic crunch as they are detached. The train cars topple upwards and into the rift in the sky. Nearby passengers are panicking, others are cowering in their seats, and one elderly man has fainted in fear. Good times to be had by all. Act 1 is called Run, and it reads, the train has stopped on a bridge high above the Miskatonic River. You might be able to survive the fall, but you don't like your chances. Your best bet is to make your way to the engine car as fast as you can and get the train running again. So the objective is, if the investigators enter the engine car, immediately advance. Yeah. And the main thing with these locations, I kind of mentioned they're connected like left to right, and each train car says you cannot enter the train car unless all of the clues on the location to the left have been discovered. So I can't enter here till I have all the clues here, so on and so forth, going down the train car. So that's how that works. Let's go ahead and draw starting cards, starting with Zoe. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. I'll definitely keep the machete, evidence, and we'll keep overpower. I'm not going to keep the other evidence or vicious blow, so I need 2 more. Okay, well, there's another vicious blow and guts. I'll take it. Alrighty, and for Rex, we get Dr. Milan, shortcut. Okay, nihilism goes away. Perception, hyper awareness. I need to get rid of hyper awareness and magnifying glass. I forgot I still have hyper awareness in the deck, and I grabbed higher education. I'll definitely get rid of that for now. Everything else is really solid. And the Mariner's Compass. Okay, so we're on our way. I'm gonna have Rex go first because we need to investigate before we can move. So first action, Rex is going to play Dr. Milan, costing 4 resources, but I think it'll be a worthwhile investment. Good old Dr. Milan. I'll put him a little bit further down here. So that was first action. As a fast action, I'm gonna go ahead and throw down magnifying glass. So throw that right there. That costs me another resource. So Rex still has 2 actions. And I'll start investigating. First action, I'll be investigating. I have 4 plus 2. So I'm investigating at a 6 against a 2 shroud location. That is a cultist, which a cultist is -1. So I'm chilling. And so I had 6, that's 5 total. And because of Rex's ability, since I was by 2 or more, I get 2 clues instead of 1. And then since Dr. Milan, I get a resource. So that was Rex's second action. So then final action, I'll have Rex investigate again. And that is another cultist, so another -1. And I think I get to grab these other 2 clues. Awesome, awesome. And another resource for Rex as he sweeps up all of these clues at this first passenger car with the help of Dr. Milan. On to Zoe's turn. First action, she's definitely going to equip the machete. It's always good having your fighter have a weapon on hand, so do that first action. Second, she'll move into this next train car and reveal it. So this has 3 clues per investigator. And it also reads, after you enter the passage car, you must either discard cards from your hand with at least 2 total agility icons or take 2 damage. I don't have that, so I'm just going to unfortunately take 2 damage right off the bat. Which is alright. I mean, Zoe has a lot of health, at least it's not horror. So that was her first action. She equipped the machete. Second action, she moved. I could investigate as my third action, but I think actually I'm just gonna have her draw a card. And she gets Dr. Francis Morgan. All right, so that was it for both of them. No enemies, so upkeep phase. They each get a resource. And then let's see, Rex gets another Mariner's Compass. Zoe draws Leo DeLuca. All right, top of the round. So I gotta add a Doom to the agenda if I can grab my Doom token. There's only 4 here, so not very much Doom till the agenda flips over. For Zoe, we get Mysterious Chanting. Place 2 Doom on the nearest cultist enemy. If there are no cultist enemies in play, search the encounter deck and discard pile for an enemy and draw it. So I guess by search, I don't know, I'm just gonna go from the top and discard down. So I got Wizard of the Order, spawn any empty location. Okay, so I could place this on any empty location. I might as well, I guess that's not empty. So I could put it on this train car here. They could be chilling there. I don't think I still place the Doom on it, because I think I only place the Doom if there's already one, because it says if there are no cultists, then I do that. And then I shuffle the encounter deck, so let me do that real fast. Okay, then for Rex's card, he draws Frozen in Fear. The first time you perform one of the following actions, move, fight, or evade, each round it costs an additional action at the end of your turn. Do a Willpower 3 test, and if you succeed, Frozen in Fear goes away. That's actually pretty okay for Rex. So yeah, we're back to the investigators phase. I think I already know. I'm gonna have Rex go first. As a fast action, I'm gonna use shortcut to have Rex go here. So I still have, Rex still has all 3 actions, and he's just going to investigate, which Frozen in Fear doesn't affect. So he's still investigating at a 6 against a 1. Pretty good odds. -1, so that's still a 5 against a 1, so he gets 2 clues. Rex is gonna be stacked on the clues and a resource from Milan. Second action, once again, a 6 against a 1, an auto fail, good times, good times. And then the last action, -3, so it's a 6, so that's a 3 against a 1, so I still succeeded by 2, so I can at least grab 2 of the clues. I was really hoping to grab all of them, but guess you can't win them all. And that was it for Rex's turn. And then I have to test Frozen in Fear, Willpower 3. I don't have anything to commit. We are at the same location, so Zoe could commit Guts, which maybe we'll do. So then I'll be testing at a 5 against a 3. Give this a bit more of a shake. 5 against a 3, so close, but that's a -3. So the card was useless. Well, it wasn't useless, but it didn't end up helping. So that was it for Rex's turn. And then also Rex should have taken 2 damage when entering here. I kind of forgot about that. So I will have, yeah, I guess Rex is gonna take both of the damage since Milan really can't take any. That's whatever, maybe. So then we're back to Zoe. I don't really know what I want Zoe to do. I wouldn't like Leo, but Leo's expensive. Dr. Francis Morgan would also just give me some extra boost to my fighting, but I don't know if that's really necessary right now. I mean, Zoe's okay on that. So maybe I'm just going to investigate, because she still has a 2 intellect, so testing against a 1. And I guess Rex can still help because they're at the same location. So maybe Rex will commit Marner's Compass to make sure she's at a 3 against a 1. So up 2, a -1, so that's a pass. Zoe can grab that clue as her first action. Marner's Compass goes away. Maybe second action, she'll do it again. Rex will commit Perception, so she's at a 4 against a 1. That's a -3, so barely succeeds, but she gets the last clue. And then because of that, Rex gets another card, which is Forewarned. Okay, that's a pretty good card to have. And then Zoe still has one more action. So the issue is she could move in here and engage this guy, but then she's going to get hit. It doesn't have Hunter, so it's not going to come here. I think it would be best for Zoe to just maybe grab a resource. Cool. That is the end of the investigators phase. The enemy phase, they don't have Hunter, so they're not moving anywhere. It does say at the end of the Mythos phase, I was supposed to place a Doom on this guy, so that should have happened earlier. I thought that was at the end of the enemy phase. So now we're in upkeep. So I gotta reset these guys. Everybody gets a resource, which Zoe almost has enough for Leo DeLuca, which is nice. And then we get some cards. Rex gets Crack the Case. Okay, and Zoe gets the thing that follows. So location furthest from you. So this thing spawns at the engine car, and that does have Hunter. So new, not new, yeah, we're at the top, new round, top of the round. So Doom on the agenda. We're at 2 out of 4, technically 3 out of 4 with this Doom here. And Zoe goes first, right? So she draws Push into the Beyond. Choose and shuffle a non-story asset you control into your deck. Oh gosh, I lose my machete. I could use Forewarned, but nah. We'll go for it, I guess. And then make sure it's a good shuffled well. And then discard the top 3 cards of my deck. There we go. Okay, I mean, I lost, unfortunately, like Ever Vigilant, which is pretty good, Emergency Cash, which is pretty good, but thankfully there's no machete in there, which means A, I'm still going to be able to draw a machete later more easily, and B, I'm not going to take the bad effects. So Rex gets Claws of the Steam. Test 3 willpower. If you fail, take damage and stuff. Rex only has 3 willpower. I could use Forewarned on this. But then if you would take 2 damage, it cannot move. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will. Because this is a non-weakness treachery card. So because I could commit this, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use it. So yeah, all I have to do is place one of my clues on my location, and then I cancel that card's revelation effect. So I put 1 clue back here. This card gets canceled, and we're chilling. So then I'm gonna have Rex go first and investigate a 6 against a 1. That is a -3, so 3 against a 1, he succeeds by 2, but doesn't really matter. Still gets a card from, a resource from Milan. He's still frozen in fear though, so I think that was his first action. Second, I'm going to draw a card, and third action, I'm just gonna draw another card. Okay, so I get Burglary and Preposterous Sketches. So then back to Zoe's turn. She's going to first action move into here. In this train card, there's only 1 clue here. There's no ability about any forced ability for that, I guess is what I'm trying to say. This becomes engaged. This guy should also have 2 Doom because there should be another Doom since the end of the mythos. And then also when he engaged with Zoe, Zoe should now have another resource. So, okay. Then I guess I will just have, that was Zoe's first action moving in here. Second action, I'm gonna have her fight him. And maybe I'll commit both of these cards. So then I'll be at a 7 against a 4. And then I'll also be able to do an extra damage with Vicious Blow. So yeah, 7 against a 4. No. I lost Overpower and Vicious Blow. That's not good. So that was her second action. I think third action, I'm just going to commit Dr. Francis Morgan. That's going to be +2. So I'll be at a 6 against a 4. Only up 2. And that's the investigator thing. The L, what is that? The sign? I forget what it's called. +1 if this skill test is successful during an attack. It deals +1 damage. That is incredibly lucky because I wasn't going to be able to kill him this turn, but that worked out. So they are dead. Okay. They also did, I just noticed they had retaliate. So I would have taken a damage when Zoe messed up her attack earlier. And then what's nice is, since I just defeated an enemy, I have evidence. So I can spend a resource to use evidence and grab the clue here. So now we can just keep moving on. And that is it for both of their turns. I guess at the end of Rex's turn, he should have tested for Frozen in Fear. I will commit Preposterous Sketches. Well, yeah. So I can at least be at a 4 against a 3. Let's give it a go. That is Occultist, which is -1. So 3 against a 3 passes. So that's gone, but Frozen in Fear is gone. And yeah. Enemy phase, this thing that follows moves closer, and then upkeep, the both refresh. I should also note that Zoe's location has a action that says gain 3 resources and remember that you have stolen a passenger's luggage. I don't really plan on stealing anybody's luggage, but figured I should note that. So Rex draws Dr. Milan and Zoe gets, emergency cash. What's nice is Zoe does have enough to get Leo DeLuca, but still, emergency cash could be pretty handy. So then Doom on the agenda. We're only at 3 out of 4, so we're surviving another round, which is nice. And then seeing what Zoe gets, which is this card again, Mysterious Chanting. So place 2 Doom on the nearest cultist enemy. If there are no cultist enemies in place, there's the encounter deck for a cultist enemy. I mean, I would just go with the top cultist I see. I guess this thing's not cultist right now. So this Acolyte. And then it says spawn any empty location. So I'm gonna have it spawn at the back of the train. And I need to shuffle the encounter deck. Oh, and then it has a forced ability. After Acolyte enters play, place 1 Doom on it. And yeah, we only check if the threshold before we draw our cards, so that's chilling, even though it's gonna advance next turn anyway, but like whatever. Okay, and then Rex's card is Dissonant Voices. You cannot play assets or events. Man, Rex just keeps drawing these striking fear cards. That's kind of annoying, but whatever. We continue onwards. So all right, we're back in to the investigator's turns. I think first action, I'm gonna have Zoe play Leo DeLuca, and second action, emergency cast. So she should only have to get rid of basically 3 resources because she spent 6 and then would gain 3 of them back. So yeah, first action, second action. Third action, she's gonna go to this train car and see what's going on here. So there's only 2 clues here. And then this has the forced ability. After you enter the passenger car, you must either discard cards from your hand with at least 2 fist icons or take 2 damage. So Leo DeLuca is going to get a damage, and I guess Zoe's going to get another damage. And then there's her last action. I guess she'll just draw, 1 card, which is lucky. Okay. So that's it for Zoe. Rex is probably not going to do nothing too crazy. He's just going to go 1, 2 into this passenger car. And then I the best way to do this. 1, 2. I can't draw another card right now, but I don't want to commit stuff because then. And I'm already at what? I'm at 6. So maybe I'll just commit Milan to be at 7. Maybe burglary to be at 8 because I want to be high up for this test. So I'll be at an 8 against a 4. It's maybe pretty good. -3. So what is that? That's a 5 against a 4. Gosh, dang it. So even after all of that, like I'm only gonna get 1 clue. And I will get a resource from Milan. What's also unfortunate is I didn't have the cards here to do the thing for the card, the forced effect. So Rex is also gonna be taking 2 damage, which is not great for Rex. He's already at 4 out of 6 damage, so it's kind of scary. Okay, but that is it for Rex's turn. These cards are gone. This is gone too. He didn't play any assets or events. Great. Enemy phase. This doesn't have Hunter. This does, so this is moving 1 spot over. And then we're chilling. Upkeep phase, those both ready. We get our resources for each of them. See what card Rex gets. He gets, I've got a plan. That's a great card for this scenario. And then Zoe gets evidence. Also a nice card to have. So we do a Doom on the agenda, but that's going to advance it. So I'll go ahead and clear all of them. I forget, do you clear this one too? I need to double check. Okay, I think I'm doing this right, but I think this Doom stays here normally. Like, unless it's not on the agenda card, I think the Doom stays in play. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to the next agenda. So this reads, the rearmost car of the train detaches as it's pulled backwards. To your horror, it rises off the tracks and is consumed by the gate above you. So I removed the leftmost car from play. And it doesn't have victory stuff on it, so it's just getting out of play. Each investigator at that location is defeated. Each enemy asset at that location is discarded. Wow, that's crazy. I had no idea that was gonna happen. I kind of did. Yeah, discard all clues controlled by the investigators. No, I was gonna use those for I Got a Plan. All right, Agenda 2 reads, the mall widens. The tear grows larger and you can feel the rearmost car of the train shaking as it is pulled backwards. The situation threatens to erupt into chaos as more passengers realize the danger they are in. Some passengers are looking for places to hide, while others are running about the compartment in terror. And this is a Doom threshold of only 3, but we're pretty far down the train right now, so I'm feeling okay. All right, so we gotta draw some cards. Zoe first. She draws, oh my goodness, Emergent Monstrosity, Spawn, the location to your right. Okay. And enters play exhausted. And it has 5 health. It does 2 damage, 2 horror. It's spawning at this train. This training card is just gonna have a lot of bad stuff in it, but it is worth a victory point, so could be pretty nice, maybe. Rex draws Rotting Remains, so I have to test 3 willpower, and for each point I fail by, I take 1 horror. I'm just testing a 3 against a 3. That is a -2, so I'm taking 2 horror. That is not great, but at least it's not more damage on Rex, and luckily Milan can take 1 of the horror, so it's not the worst in the world. And we're back to the investigator phase. This is kind of interesting. I don't know exactly what I want to do here. Well, I think I have a couple ideas. First action, I'm going to draw a card. Okay. Second action, I'm going to draw a card. Okay. I was glad that none of them were weaknesses. That was like kind of what I was worried about, because now I have 5 cards in hand. I can finally start using higher education, because I just have like a pile of resources over here. And like I could boost willpower with this, and I would have helped with the last couple of treacheries, but now we're doing okay. So I'm going to spend 2 resources to investigate as my last action. So I normally have 6 total. So that put me at 10 against a 4. That better be enough. 10 against a 4, that's an 8 against a 4. More than enough to grab this last clue. I get 1 of those resources back because of Milan. And then also, I will fast play Crack the Case, which allows me to get resources equal to the shroud, so I get 4 resources. And that's it for Rex's turn. So Zoe, yeah, what is Zoe gonna do? First action, Zoe's gonna draw a card. Okay, that's kind of what I was hoping to get, something like that. Yeah, so second action, she can equip the 45, costs 4 resources, which is exactly how much she has. Third action, I guess she's gonna just keep moving on. I'm gonna put this guy up here and see what this card says. So she moves in here. 2 clues, or 1 clue per investigator, so 2 clues total. After you enter this passage card, you must either discard a card from your hand with at least 1 question mark symbol or take a damage and a horror. Okay, so he's up to 5 damage, and the horror can luckily go on Leo DeLuca. And then, because this does not have aloof, it will engage with Zoe. Because of her ability, she'll gain a resource, and then... So what did I do? First action, I played that. Second action, I moved. Or no, first action, I drew a card. Second action, I played that. Third action, moved. So I should still have 1 more action because of Leo DeLuca, if I'm remembering correctly. See, I'm going to spend one of my bullets in my 45 to shoot at this thing that follows. I currently have a 5 fight against 3. And that is an auto fail. This is unfortunate. I mean, luckily it doesn't have... retaliate, but that's not a great situation to be in. Poor Zoe, because this monstrosity is going to engage her too. But whatever, at least Rex isn't getting damaged, because right now Rex has 4 out of 6 damage, so he's not in a good spot. Okay, so the enemy phase, this thing's going to attack. So she's up to 6 damage out of 9, and she also takes another horror. And then upkeep phase, they both ready. This thing will also ready and I guess engage Zoe, giving her another resource. Oh boy. And then what is Zoe getting for her card? Machete. Okay. That's actually pretty helpful. And then Rex gets Crack the Case. Okay, these are not bad cards. So another Doom on the agenda. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Okay, so then Zoe draws... She has drawn this card, I swear, like 3 times now. The stupid mysterious chanting. So to search the deck for a cultist and then do the whole stupid thing. It says, I'm going to grab the Acolyte because that's the first one. Any empty location, it's going on the rearmost car. A Doom is going on it, but at the same time, it's going to be taken out here. So now I got to reshuffle all this. Okay, then let's see what Rex's card is. Of course, he gets Dissonant Whispers. That's actually not terrible. I was gonna maybe have him use I Got a Plan, but I guess he doesn't have a plan now. Okay. So, and what's... Oh, this is not great. I need to Oh, this is not good, actually. Because here's the situation. I mean, Zoe has her 45 with only 3 bullets left. Like, she could take out the thing that follows. But then, like, I'd love to get my machete equipped, but I'm going to take an attack. Like, I'm going to get hit if I do that while engaged to this thing. I can't really evade him. I would want Rex to move in there, then he can maybe help with the evasion. But right now, yeah, that's probably the best course of action. Okay, I'm going to have Rex draw some cards. So first action, he's going to draw a card. I just wanted to get one with a question mark symbol so I don't have to take all this stuff. I don't have preposterous sketches either. So second action, I'm gonna just draw another card. No, I think I'm just gonna have to take another damage. Either that or I kill Milan. I don't like either of those options, like at all. But at the same time, if I don't do anything, Rex is just gonna sit in this room, just doing nothing, which is not good. While Zoe is gonna be really struggling. I really don't like Rex being at 5 out of 6 damage though. So I'm gonna just third action have him draw another, wait, 2, 4, 6, 7. He's gonna be maxed out on his hand size, but I just feel like this is the way to go. So last card, Pathfinder. He has a lot of agility. He has 2 manual dexterities. He could really help Zoe evade these guys if they were in the same car, but this is the situation we're in. So that's Rex's turn. What is Zoe gonna do? I mean, luckily Zoe does have 4 actions. So she could like first action shoot this guy, second action shoot this guy, third action shoot this guy, and then fourth action finish him off. So like technically, if she used all the bullets in her gun, all the attacks hit, she could, I think, take out both of these guys. That's gonna be a little tough, and also, I don't know. That doesn't seem very likely, but I don't have a better choice. I don't know what else is gonna happen here. So, first action, I'm gonna have her just use a bullet and fight the thing that follows. So with a +1, she'll be at 5 against a 3. What's an auto fail? This game that's like what, the third auto fail I've drawn this game? What is with this bag? I haven't added any more like auto fails. That's so bad because now my whole plan is ruined. She's gonna get hit. I can't use lucky for that. Oh my god, this game. Okay. Second action, I'm gonna have her fight the thing that falls again with the gun. I'm gonna really shake up the bag this time. This token feels like a good one. Okay, so that time we killed it, but it just goes back in my deck because, you know, it's the thing that follows. So I think I'm gonna actually try to evade it. I have lucky, so I just got a third action. I'm gonna try to evade it. Also, I guess, yeah, I could use evidence, but I don't really want to. So third action, I'm gonna try to evade this thing. I'm evading it a 2 against a 3. So that's a -1. So I was only at a 1 against a 3. But then I can use lucky to give me +2. So I'd be at a 3 against a 3. So that was her third action. So she still has another action. I want to equip the machete, but I don't have the resources. And that's really not good. So I could either, basically I'm thinking between drawing a card or grabbing a resource. I'm gonna probably grab a resource, so because I'm gonna get another resource for my upkeep. No, I'll grab a card because I'm gonna get a resource, upkeep. I'm gonna get a resource when this thing re-engages with me. So it'll be 3. So then maybe if I get something like dodge, I could play the machete, dodge the attack, and then attack with the machete. That seems like my best course of action. I draw another machete, okay. So that is it for the investigator phase. Enemy phase, they don't have hunter, they're exhausted, so we're chilling. So upkeep, they ready. This guy readies up and engages with Zoe. Zoe gets a resource from that. And then they both get a resource because of upkeep. And then they both get a card. Zoe gets, are you kidding me? Oh my god. Here's the good thing though. Location furthest for you is not this location anymore. It's this location. So that's pretty good. Yeah, that's fine actually. And then I don't think I drew a card for Rex. Rex gets forewarned, but still not a card that can actually help him get into this card, which is unfortunate. And now I'm actually maxed out on my cards right now, so I need to get rid of something. I'll probably just get rid of Crack the Case. Oh, and then also Dissonant Voices, I guess, is gone for Rex. So, okay. A Doom would go on the agenda now, but that will be enough to advance it. So let's go ahead and see what's going on next. The next car is ripped backwards with violent force. A middle-aged man hangs from his fingertips as the car flies unhindered towards the rift. In moments, the car is consumed whole, and the man lets go rather than be pulled into the void. He starts to fall, but is caught by the rift's force and pulled inside anyway. So yeah, the left location is removed. There's no victory things on it, so both of these guys get discarded. The Doom goes away, and the thing that follows continues to follow by going into Zoe's deck. Next card reads, rolling backwards. The pull of the rift in the sky seems to grow stronger, and the entire train begins to roll backwards along the track. The rearmost cars of the train begin to rattle, the force of the rift threatening to detach them. You must get out of these cars as fast as you can. Oh, believe me, I'm trying, but Rex ain't doing so hot here. So I'm gonna have Rex go first. So I guess first, oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I need to do my treachery cards. I would have completely forgot. So Zoe needs to do her treachery card first. which of course she gets a grappling horror. So this is engaged with her, which is get a resource. And then, yeah, it says, while you're engaged with grappling horror, you cannot move. Great. And then Rex gets arcane barrier. So as an additional cost to move into or out of the attached location, I have to test 4 willpower. If successful, discard arcane barrier. Okay. So I'm still gonna have Rex go first. First action, he's gonna draw a card. I just need one with a symbol, the symbol I need. Second action, I'm just gonna draw another card. I don't care. There we go. Dr. Henry Armitage to the rescue. Thank goodness for him. Third action, watch this. You ready? Third action, I'm playing Pathfinder. We're finding a path forward because then, as a free action, since I'm not engaged to anything, I can use that to move here. As an additional cost, I have to test the willpower test, which I definitely will. I will commit 2 resources towards that to be at a, what's that, +4? So a 7 against a 4. That's an auto fail. So I must either cancel the effect or discard the top 5 cards of the deck, which I'll do. 2, 5. Let's see what I lost. I lost shortcut, search for the truth. Oh wow, look, I didn't lose Rex's curse, but I haven't drawn it yet. So it's probably coming at some point. But that, I didn't succeed, but at least that's not gonna really be an issue anymore. So then, okay. He's there now. I also have to discard Henry Armitage because of the effect of the card, but then I don't take damage, which is something. 2, 4, 6, 8. So I don't even know what my plan is here. I kind of, it's not great, but like, I kind of want to have Zoe disengage, play a machete, and then fight one of them, maybe like the emergent monstrosity, because then next turn she'll get more resources when they engage first off, which is nice. She'll have a machete equipped. Yeah, but it's still not ideal because machete, it has to be the only enemy. Yeah, this ain't great, but I think because Rex can help with the evasion attempts, because if not, my only other choice is just I maybe shoot at the grappling horror, just do a normal test. It's my second action. Third action, evade, and then fourth, machete. That's maybe a better choice. I'm gonna use my last bullet, see if I can take out this grappling horror. So I'll be at a 5 against a 3. It's a -3. I guess I could have committed a machete, but I didn't say it. I don't want to retroactively do that, but I was thinking about it because I have 2 machetes in hand. I don't need 2 machetes. No, because I didn't say it, so I'm not gonna do it. So that was my first action. Yeah, second action, I'm just gonna evade this grappling horror, and I'll have Rex maybe commit manual dexterity. So it's a skull. A skull is -X. X is the current agenda, so -3. So that fails. Oh my gosh. That was her second action. Third action, I'm gonna try to have her evade from the grappling monstrosity with Rex committing manual dexterity. I should have said that before I actually pulled out the token, but I was thinking it in my head. But yeah, that one succeeds because that's a 4 against a 3. So at least we put Rex back down there. That's evaded. That's gone. Rex gets another card. And then final action. That's right, she shot, evaded and failed, evaded. And then this is her final action, which I'm just gonna have her evade again. I'll say this beforehand. Pathfinder is being committed. So it's a 3 against a 2. -4, good times. I should have just fought it, man. I just want my machete equipped though. Maybe I should have just equipped it and just taken the attack. Because I'm gonna get hit anyway now. And I still don't have my machete equipped. Oh my god, I think I messed up. Man, this ain't going so good. This is a tough train ride. Okay, whatever. Enemy phase, I guess this thing's gonna attack. So now she's at 7 out of 9 health and also another horror, 2 out of 6, which ain't great. I mean, I could have it engage with him, but then I'd still need to take this thing out and then engage with it the next turn. I don't know if that's much better. Because I can kind of choose who it engages with, but man, this is tough. Because this thing does 2 and 2. Okay, this is, yeah, I'm not loving this, because upkeep phase, this thing's gonna ready. It's not like it's not like monster, what is it? Not, I was gonna say monstrosity. It is a monstrosity, but like, it's not huge, so it's not engaged with both of them. Maybe I will have it engage with Rex. I don't know, but Rex is looking bad right now. So you know what? I'll just have it engage with Zoe. She gets a resource from that, and then they both get a resource from their thing. Just for upkeep, that readies. Rex draws Guts 2, 4, so he is good on his cards, and Zoe draws, of course, Smite the Wicked. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until an enemy is discarded. Okay, Wizard of the Order, any empty location. Okay, well, any empty location, it's gonna be the rear car, so of course it is. Fine. And that's that, so new round, that goes there. Zoe draws a Helpless Passenger. Put Helpless Passenger into play at the location to your left. So they'll be chilling here. As an action, you can parlay to take control of the Helpless Passenger. If they leave play, each investigator takes 1 horror. Okay. And then Rex draws Claws of Steam, a 3 willpower test. Have him commit Guts. So he'll be at a 5. And maybe I'll also spend a resource to be at a 7. That seems a better number. See that? You see that? That's the auto fail. That's like, what, the 4th, 5th time I've drawn that this game? So what does this say? If you fail, take 2 damage. Oh, Rex is just... He would be dead, but Milan can take at least 1 of the damage. But now Milan's dead. That's not good either, but you know what? It's better than Rex being dead. So Rex takes the damage, Milan is out. That's fun. Let me just move his cards around a little bit. Cannot move from this location this round. Okay, it says damage must be assigned to assets, which I had to do. So so Rex is stuck in this car here. And that was both of them, right? Because yeah, she drew that end of the Mythos phase, and then this card would get a Doom. Okay. So actually, I kind of have a plan that basically Rex could grab both of these clues, and then I've got a plan as a card that Rex has, which I could basically do +2 damage. So I could do 3 damage in one action with it, which could be pretty nice. So yeah, well, first action, I'm gonna investigate. I'll just commit deduction, sure. As kind of useless, but whatever. So I'm at a 5, 6 against a 1. A skull is a -3. So a 6 against a 1, I'm at a 3 against a 1. I did succeed by 2, so I get both clues. Even if I didn't, I would have got an extra clue anyway from deduction. So that was first action. Second action, I think I'm gonna just draw a card. Of course I drew Rex's Curse. I mean, it was bound to happen at some point. And then third action, Rex is going to spend 3 resources to play I've Got a Plan. So then I'm going to attack the Grappling Horror, and I'll be basically doing 3 damage. I use my my intellect for this attack, so I'm going to spend at least 1 resource. So I'm at, what, 7 total against a 3 fight. 7 against a 3, a -2. That's still a success. So resource gone, I've Got a Plan gone, but then Grappling Horror is gone. Okay. That's it for Rex's turn, but at least he did a decent amount. This Helpless Passenger, I'm not helping. Their help was all right. I feel bad, but especially because there's an Arcane Barrier. If there wasn't, maybe I'd get them, but nah. So then, okay. I don't know what to do here because she can't evade good. and he has nothing to help her evade. She can just try to attack it, but then she's only gonna be able to hit it 4 times max. If she gets hit at all, she's pretty much dead because she's already at 7 health. I could play the machete, have Leo DeLuca take some of the damage, but then she'll still be at 8 with a machete out. That might be better, because then I'll be doing 2 damage. Then I'd have to hit every single hit. But then I wouldn't have the extra action. This first action, I play it, and then my extra action's gone, because Leo DeLuca would be dead. Because either that, or I take the damage and I'm dead. I don't think that's the play. I think the only other play is I just attack it 4 times and hope that I draw the Elder Sign token, because then I would do extra damage. Like, I think that's my only hope, because I can't do any other actions besides fight or evade while engaged to this guy. So let's see. I'm just straight up testing a 4 against a 4. I guess I could commit machete to the first one, so a 5 against a 4. That's a -3. If you fail, choose and discard a card from your hand. Okay. So I am screwed now. I'm just gonna try to evade, I guess, for my last 3 actions. So second action, I'm gonna try to evade. That's a 0, but I don't have anything to boost it, so I need either a +1 or the Elder Sign. Third action, I'm gonna try to evade. That's a -3. I have 1 more chance to evade before this starts going downhill. That's a 0. This is about to go downhill quickly. Okay. That's it for Zoe's turn. Enemy phase. This guy doesn't move. That guy doesn't move. This guy attacks. Leo DeLuca is dead. She's at 8 and 3 horror. Good times. So these both ready up a resource for both of them. And let's see, Rex draws hyper awareness. That kind of would have been helpful. And she draws first aid. Well, it's a little late for that. We're looking pretty rough at this point. Another Doom on the agenda. We have 3 Doom out total, but it doesn't advance. She draws Acolyte. And it has to be an empty location. Let me see something real fast. Okay, I was just looking up exactly what the definition of empty location is. That includes enemies, because I was gonna spawn it here. That can't happen. I guess I'll spawn it in this next train car, and then it comes into play with a Doom on it. Good times. Okay, so that was Zoe's card. Rex draws Mystic Chanting. I am absolutely 100% using Forewarned. I'm so sick of this card. I don't know why I keep drawing it. Yeah, whatever. Rex drops a clue. I don't care. I'm sick of drawing that card. Okay. So we're back to the investigators phase. I guess Rex's first action is going to just investigate at a 5 against a 1. That is a -3. So I'm, if I fail, I do that stuff. So we'll grab that. Oh, but I have cursed. I forgot about Rex's curse. So that was a pass, and that's also a pass. Okay. So we grab that clue as my first action. I guess second and third action, I'm just gonna draw some cards. So second action, Nihilism, of course. Third action, Magnifying Glass. I just wanted more clues to help her evade. Because she can't fight just with no weapons. But if she doesn't evade this round, she's dead. So let's see how this goes. First evasion attempt, I'm gonna have Rex commit hyper awareness, so it's a 3 against a 3. I need a 0 here, or I am screwed. That's a -1. This game is over. Maybe I should have upgraded these decks. She's gonna just keep trying to evade, hoping for a +1. That's a -1. That was her second action. Third action for the game for Zoe. Can she evade this thing? Even if she evades it now, it's not really gonna help her because it's just gonna buy her another round, but -3. Nope, Zoe's dead. Zoe's mega dead. That's unfortunate. So then, yeah, enemy upkeep. Nobody moves, but this thing attacks and kills Zoe. She gets taken out by, physical damage is what kills her. And I guess I don't really know how, because this once they're dead, does this just go back to the location? Is this still like, regardless, it's going to engage with Rex, I think, regardless of what happens, unfortunately, as much as I dislike that, but okay. So then upkeep phase, Rex gets a resource and a card. Ward of protection. Okay, great. Probably a little late for that. Doom on the agenda, but that's not really going to matter because it would advance. Oh, at the end of there would have been more Doom, I think, on this guy. I didn't realize that happens every round. So maybe that would have advanced one round sooner. Oops. Okay. 2 of the train cars closest to the gate are severed from the rest of the train by a sheet of impossibly hot steam, which slices through the metal like a knife through butter. The cars are sucked upwards and fly to the gate. Something above the train lets out a terrible screech, though through your ears it sounds like the shrill of a broken steam pipe. Remove the 2 most train cars, so both of these are gone. There's no victory stuff on them, so they're just gone. Helpless passenger goes out of play, so also Rex takes a horror. He's not doing too bad on horror. All clues investigators control are gone. And then I just put this in the wrong spot. And then we're on to the next agenda, which reads, drawn in. The gate crackles with power as its strengths increase. Dirt and rock from the edge of the bridge behind you torn from the ground, and trees are uprooted, pulled by the gate. One younger passenger smashes the window of your car and shouts, "We gotta get out of here." He leaps out of the window, but before he lands in the river below, he is snatched by the talons of a swift flying creature and carried out of sight. A trail of steam is left in the creature's wake. So then Rex draws a card, helpless passenger. Yeah, this guy spawns at my current location since I can't put him to the left. I don't know what Rex is gonna do. Without Zoe, he can't really evade this thing. He can't really kill this thing. I have to try to evade it, but I have pretty much one shot. I can commit this to be at a 4 against a 3. Do my best. 4 against a 3, that's a 0. It is evaded. So first action I did that, but he's gonna have to engage with his cultist next. The acolyte, I mean. Whatever, we'll give it a go, but I don't think Rex is gonna get very far. So second action, I guess he could use Pathfinder to move here, so he doesn't have to use an action. So he's only used one action. Oh, it cannot be investigated. Spend 3 clues to discover a card here. What? Or just discover a clue in the card. So he first action did that. Free moved here. So second action, he needs to try to fight this acolyte. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to, I guess, fight it or evade it. I guess I'll try to evade it. Second action. So I'm at a 3 against a 2. That's a 0. I'm able to do that. And then I'll spend 3 resources as my third action. Oh, but Rex is cursed. So I should have done that probably last time anyway with the monstrosity. We'll count that last token as the second one. So we'll do 2 new ones for this guy. So, because the other token would have still passed. So then we do the first test for this, which is a -1, which would pass, but then I have to do it again because of Rex's curse. So it's a skull, which is minus a bunch, which fails me. What happens with this then? Because return, it causes you to fail. Shuffle into your deck. My deck of 2 cards. Man, I love Rex's. Why are both of these? They have like weaknesses that just keep getting shuffled into their deck. So annoying. So Rex doesn't disengage with them. But he should still have 1 action left, right? So he's gonna just do it again. And that is the Elder Sign symbol. So he does disengage. And then enemy upkeep phase. That thing readies, engages with him. This thing readies. So that was the enemy phase. I'm so lost without Zoe now. He gets a resource and a card, probably Rex's curse. No, we got Inquiring Mind. Great. Okay. Doom on the agenda. And New card. Each investigator at your location loses 1 action. Each investigator at your location with 4 or more damage must also discard an asset they control. I guess magnifying glass, since I have another one in hand. So Rex only has 2 actions this turn. Great. First action, I'm going to just try to disengage with this acolyte. I'm just gonna do a straight 2 against, or 3 against a 2. So, okay. Second action, I'll do it again. Okay. So they're evaded. I only had 2 actions, but I guess as a free or fast action, I can play a magnifying glass. And that's it for Rex's turn. This guy re-engages. Back to upkeep. This thankfully doesn't move. Resource is a Rex's Curse. Oh, Rex's Curse is on the bottom of his deck. Okay, a new Doom. We're at, that's 3 Doom total. So this is advancing even more. Is this the last 2 cards? Because, well, just tell me it's 1. Okay, well then Rex is dead too. Wait, is this really? Okay. Wait, this is another 2 cards. So then, yeah, Rex is gone too. So he is defeated. Wait, how does that work? Each investigator at this location is defeated. So yeah, cool. Both of them died. Scenario ended. No resolution was reached. So I don't know how this works when he's just defeated, because normally it's like by physical or mental trauma, right? I'm just gonna put defeated, I guess. Okay, your experience beyond the gate is simultaneously terrifying and impossible to recall with clarity. Hypnotic spectacle of lights, otherworldly sensations, and altered geometry dances at the tattered edges of your mind. An unearthly voice from beyond rings in your ears, its significance an enigma. When you awaken, you find yourself in the woods, several miles from the Miskatonic River. Destroyed train cars surround you. They are crumpled as if from a severe impact. They are also decayed as if years of rust and squalor have claimed them. There is no sign of other passengers. Each investigator who is defeated has acquired across space and time weakness and must add 1 copy to their deck. Each investigator who is defeated owns a bonus experience as their experience beyond the gate grants them insight. The Necronomicon was stolen, so I have to remove it from Rex's deck. Henry Armitage was kidnapped, so I have to remove him. And Francis Morgan was also kidnapped. Great. Yeah, the recorded that the investigators were delayed on their way to Dunwich. So we each get 1 victory point. And I think that's it, because that wasn't defeated, that wasn't cleared. And that's that. So now, yeah, Necronomicon and Henry Armitage are gone from their deck. Oh wait, did they already count the 1 experience? Or was that, did it say it already included that? I forget. So yeah, Armitage is gone, the Necronomicon's gone, Morgan's gone. They each get a copy of Space and Time. I think Zoe would also, I don't know if she, because it says normally when investigators are defeated, they would like get like a mental trauma or something, or a physical trauma in Zoe's case. But this just says if they're investigators who were defeated, add that weakness. So does Zoe get a physical trauma and a weakness? Let me know, because I'm not too sure. But wow, that scenario was a shit show. I should have upgraded the decks maybe to make them a little bit better, because that was rough. Thank you so much for watching this bloodbath of an episode. If you enjoyed, a like would be greatly appreciated as always. Next week, I'll be back with the next scenario, so subscribe if you want to catch that. And if you want to see one of my recent videos, click up there in the top right corner of the screen.